What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Bloodstrike Mobile, and we're going to be discussing my opinions on that as we dive into a match. Now, this is my first time ever playing Shutter Island, so let's go ahead and dive right into here and see what happens. Now, me personally, I do like to run the EMT quite a lot. It's just the one I like. Anyways, no, we are here to discuss Bloodstrike Mobile versus Call of Duty Warzone. And as you can see, this is not the most polished game ever. It's still kind of lackluster. But as far as your movement and controls, it reminds me a lot of the original Call of Duty on mobile. So, as you can see, we're jumping into the knockoff Alcatraz. And our controls very similar to the original Call of Duty. You'll see that especially once we get on the ground. As you can see, we already have one. As you can see, everything's set up very similar to back in the olden days of Call of Duty Mobile, even down to how the ADS fire button looks. It just looks like they copied and pasted Call of Duty's old stuff. Now, no idea where he went. Now, getting into it, we have Call of Duty on one hand, new Warzone variant, and then we have this knockoff variant. Now you might say, obviously, Call of Duty is going to be better. And I would actually argue that point, because Call of Duty Warzone is so big and clunky, it is very hard to play as a mobile game, in my opinion. So, let's say you're out and about, and you're in your vehicle, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna play some mobile. It is so difficult to be competitive on Call of Duty Warzone playing like a regular mobile shooter. Like, to be competitive, you need to have, like, you know, set up playing with like 4 fingers and just going to town. And I find the only time I have to play like that is times where I could just as easily be playing on my computer, which begs the question, well, what's the point in mobile, in my opinion? The other thing is I've had a lot of issues with graphics and the like, where it just fails to load in the graphics, especially around the gulag. I have no idea what was the issue there. I think they have worked to fix that, but they're at the beginning. That was a big issue for me. This game, I've got everything downloaded that I can download, and we're sitting at just barely over 2 gigs. I think it's 2.16. Whereas Warzone Mobile is, you know, trying to get like 30 gigs. No, not quite that bad on my phone. The other issue with that is Warzone Mobile comes out and everybody... no idea what those are. Everybody with the Samsung can't play it because they require all fancy Snapdragon processor, which I'm sure there's a lot of people mad about that. Like, you know, my iPhone SE can play Warzone. I mean, don't hate the player, hate the game. If y'all want to have inferior phones, that's all up to y'all. Anyways, yeah, so that is another issue with Warzone Mobile, is that you have to have a pretty happening phone to be able to play it. Whereas this will work on just about anything that you've got that's, you know, relatively new. Obviously, if you pull out like an iPhone 4, it's probably not gonna run it. But anything that's decent, this should it should have no issues running this game. Interesting. Wow. That was a lot. Did not expect him just to drop dead like that. Okay. Kind of quiet for what this game mode's supposed to be. I think it'd be a little bit more happening than this. Maybe I just went to the wrong places. It's all my fault. Go get me a bounty contract. Oh. Oh, come on. That was my bad. I shouldn't have just run into the middle of there like that. But yeah, as you can see, it is a fun game, a lot simpler than Warzone Mobile, and your phone will probably run it unlike Warzone Mobile. So the only thing that is sad about this compared to Warzone Mobile is the fact that this doesn't go over to my Warzone progression. And that is the one argument for Warzone Mobile, is that it has cross progression. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching another video. I love y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. We out.